Hi, how are you?
Uh, Thank you so much for your valuable time, ma'am. So I'm doing good. So what about you, ma'am?
Thank you so much for asking. I'm also doing good and great. Okay, so please introduce yourself as we are meeting for the first time here.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. My name is Mahesh Reddy. So I'm staying in Bangalore. I completed my graduation as a mechanical engineer. Presently, I'm working as a business development manager in one of the organizations. So the two ISO certification company. So and my hobbies are so playing cricket and playing football. So as well as reading news, daily updates and all. So this is about myself, ma'am.
Wow, great. Okay, so do you want to know about me as well?
Yes, 100%, ma'am. So I'm eagerly waiting to know about yourself. Can you please introduce about yourself, ma'am?
Okay, I am Neelu. I'm connecting with you from Jharkhand. I'm full-time homemaker and I'm working on YouTube as well. I just upload videos so that
Okay.
I could achieve success and keep myself busy. So
Yes.
that is the reason my qualification. I'm BCom graduate. Yeah, this is all about me.
Oh, great, super, ma'am. So when you
Hmm.
are in studies only, like, so you are fluent in in this language, or presently you are learning this language, ma'am?
I am learning this language because my whole education was in Hindi medium, but my graduation that was in English medium. So only that. Okay. And there I was just to clear my exam, nothing more than that. And I
Oh,
started learning this language. It is going to be 7 to 8 months. So
oh,
yeah.
good. Yes, ma'am. So how is your like experience in this English language? Why? Because if I ask me, so nowadays it is very difficult to give time to this conversation videos and all. Why? Because my work is 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So in this time, it is very difficult to converse with the people. So that is the reason I am asking you, ma'am. So presently, are you working or housewife, ma'am?
I'm full-time homemaker because I have little kids. He's just 2.5 year old. So I have to give time. Uh, yes.
It's
Hmm.
cool, cool. So is there like that means it is very easy to connect with the people.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So then when you started this English journey, ma'am?
I told you it is going to be 7 to 8 months. I started from the last year of October month. Since then, I have been learning it.
Okay, super, super, ma'am. Yes, can we discuss with any of the topic like that?
If you have, you can brought up.
No, no, I don't have any topics presently in my mind. So if you given any topic means we can discuss in that.
Same in my case as well. But in earlier video, I had someone ask me the question that how we can choose and which is better, like job, business, and self-employed. So, what
Okay.
is your opinion?
Superb question, ma'am. This question I asked in one of the video conversation, but that person is not uploading that videos. Why? Because I am also not uploading this video conversation in any of the YouTube channels and all. Why? Because I'm having one video like so YouTube channel. So in that I will upload my native language videos, and I'm having 45,000 subscribers in that channel. So it's related to agriculture. Why? Because my previous company is one of the pesticide company. So in that time I have created one channel. So presently also my brother is taking care about of that channel. So you asked about so what is the best platform to like so platform like job
How
business, job business and
it? How we can choose? Yeah.
so my choice is business, ma'am. Always business. But because of some reasons, not about me, many of the peoples they are doing job because of their commitments and all. So if we want to start any of the business, for that business, we need to get from we need to get funds from that job. So after getting certain amount like money, so afterwards we need to focus on any of the business. Why? Because nowadays job is not a permanent thing. So if any of the cases they will so in just 5 to 10 days back only, many of the peoples they fired from many of the companies like software companies and all. So that is not any permanent thing in our life. That is the reason we need to focus for always job, like business as well as self employment. Like, so if we having any of the skills means, so on the time we need to implement in that skills, and as well as we need to learn new skills in our life. So on that time only we can grow in our life without so if we take in job also, so every 7th or every 10th we are getting the salaries and all. So in this period we are facing plenty of the problem to maintain the family as well as to maintain the personal life and all. So if we doing any of the small business only, so we can see some of the shops are running many of the peoples. So the money will every day transaction will be going on. So in that we can make some resources like so saving funds as well as doing some savings things and all. Without having this kind of things, it is very difficult to maintain the family as well as our life also. So my preference is job is compared to job, business is the best platform to lead our life.
Yes, true.
Yes.
Okay, so in that sense, I feel that it depends to the people what they want to go for, because business is also some area where you have to take risk, where you
Yes.
have to pre-plan the things like whether your business is going to work or not, and you
Right.
have to be ready that if any setback is come, if any challenges come, and if any failures come, so you have
Right.
to be ready to bear that, right?
Yes.
So
100%.
that is also something that you have to be very experienced, and good wisdom you must have. Okay,
Yes.
and if you are associated with, if you are belong to a business background family, then you would have a little bit of idea and you could manage it, because there
Yes.
is very strong backup for you. But
Yes.
when it when you don't have anything, you are someone like very belong to a very normal family,
Right.
no
Right.
background business. So
Yes, ma'am.
I feel that you can go through a job, get experience,
Right.
generate some how to say that reference,
Yes.
connectivity with people, good people, and experience, and gather
Right.
some amount. Like if you are able to make 20 rupees, so you will be in a position to take 40 rupees as a loan, right?
Yes.
If you have
Right.
something, then only you will be capable, otherwise your inner sense will not support you to do, to take money like that. So it
Okay. Okay.
happens. It's
Yes.
very rare happen that people are ready fully that they will take the loan and they will do the things. But in a
Okay.
normal people, they need a lot of, how to say that, caliber to satisfy themselves and to tell themselves that yes, you can do it. So for them, I feel that you must first experience with the people, learn it, and enjoy your journey as well before
Right.
just entering the challenging field, because job is somewhere it is a place where you will laugh, and you will enjoy your life as well. I feel
Yes.
so. And
Yes.
if your goal is, if you don't like to get orders from other ones, if you don't want to be the follower, so that time you really want to go for your own zone, for your own business or self-employed you want to be. So it is
Right.
totally dependent on the people, but you must have the little why practical knowledge and practicality, that without search and without having anything you cannot jump into the things.
Right.
Okay, self-employed, we, okay, in terms of employment, if I talk, so we being a homemaker, we have a lot of things to do for, we are a primary caretaker of the family. So we
Yes.
have to think first about our kids, our family member, about ourselves, and whether we are ready to leave our kids at home alone or not. So there are so
Right.
many things, and that somehow stop us to go further or to do something. Sometimes it happens because it is
Right.
not very convincing that you will be able to convince yourself, and
Okay.
becoming that hard, it becomes difficult for the women's, because
Okay.
because until and unless you are satisfied with your own family member, you will not able to focus on your work as well. So
Yes. Right.
yeah, time we choose to do something by our own, the same way that now we are doing YouTube, learning something and focusing on to grow. Just be
Right.
being a human being, you always need to focus that focus something to learn, something to grow, something to add on. Don't sit idle, okay? Because sitting idle not going to help you anymore, and you will be
Right.
out from the market. And
Yes.
yeah, not, and your children will start taking you granted, and you'll not be, the that individuality that you uh, want to have, need to have, you will not be able to have that. So that's why I see it. It is depends on the situation as well, and the way you, how you look, and what is your perception, and how well you are managed to with yourself, right?
Super, super, really great, ma'am. So you have given plenty of the information regarding job and as well as business and as well as our own perception and all. So really great, and as well as you were speaking good English, really, ma'am. Why? Because I've been seeing many of the videos in YouTube, like so your YouTube like I have watched your YouTube videos and all. So you are speaking good English. So how you improved your communication, English communication, ma'am? So can you please tell me about your secret?
There's only one thing I'll say. Like when I see my recording and when I talk, I try to think and I try to be conscious that what I'm talking. And I try
Okay.
to check out that how can I replace it with better one, like better sentence. How
Okay.
can I make it beautiful? Okay, rather
Okay.
than going through long or rather than making it short, how can make it meaningful? How can I make it? So
Right.
that is my, the one thing that always intrigue me to do, and I do it, and consciously it is day by day it is building, yeah, building up.
Oh, great. Super,
Yeah.
super, ma'am. Really, why I asked this question means, so if I talk about myself, so for me, like so daytime, many of the peoples they are getting free, and the time we can connect and we can converse with the people. But so if I after 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, there is no one be ready to connect with the people. So that's the reason for me not getting that much of time to communicate with the people and all. So as well as in my mind, I don't have that much of words, new words to so communicate with the people. So I'm using simple words to communicate. So that is the reason I'm asking. So next time I also do these kind of things in my communication. Why? Because you have said like, so when I see my video on the time, I will get to know what are the sentences I'm formatting and what are the things I'm using in my communication and all. So if I see that recorded video on the time, I will get to know so what are the things I can add on in that, right, ma'am?
Yes, yes, true. Yeah, yeah. And even though if you do not have time, as you mentioned, that you are a busy person and you have office duties, so you, what you can do, like when you get free time, when you think and process, you check out that how are you making a sentence, how are you thinking, so
Right.
that you can, okay, there is also a thought process when you are
Okay.
speaking, so that is also one part. It is little bit advanced, and when you do it with yourself, so that is also the part, but it is slow, but you will be able to it, make well.
Okay, super. Thank you so much, ma'am. So after like, so I will always I will be free at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. After 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock only. So, but on the time nobody will be able to connect with the like this kind of Skype as well as the Teams and all. So on the time, what is the main thing I need to do? Like, so any podcast listening or so YouTube conversation videos listening. So what are the things I need to do on the time, ma'am?
It is depend on your choice that what you like. Okay, so if a normal conversation you are able to understand it, so, and if it is fruitful, okay, there should be some math. Even though it is even though it is very easy to understand, but
Right.
there, if it's best way to, if a person is speaking in a best way, and if there is a something deep message, so you
Okay.
can go through that, you will enjoy that, right?
Right, right.
And when you can, you can, go through a little bit of advanced than of your level, where you are
Okay.
not able to understand anything.
Yes, right,
Okay,
ma'am.
that time you can repeat it like one time, two time, you can repeat that video, so that
Right.
will help you. Yeah.
Okay. Sure, 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 ma'am. So I will follow these kind of things in my like learning progress. So as well as so we are seeing after this month, it is very difficult to meet in Skype and all. So is there any new platform, ma'am, in your side?
I don't know personally because I have heard in case of, about the Zoom that, but in Zoom also, if you have laptop, then only I think there is a recording option. But in
Right,
phone, there is it is not there. So
right.
I don't know. But I'm happy. Okay, whatever the challenge will come, I'll be able to. I will accept it because my motive is to improve my language, and I will
Yes.
make that time solo video. So it
Okay.
is not a big, but yes, of course, it is something that we were enjoying and we were having a good and great conversation, which was helping a lot of people. So it would not be there, but yeah, okay. So with the time, it will be manageable, and
Right.
yeah, we'll see for the another way.
Yes, people will find next what are the routes there. So there is no any problem in that. Let me see, ma'am.
Yeah.
So what was the Skype application is running presently. So after discontinuing, so the people will find automatically they will find there is no problem in that. I think so, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah.
Is
Okay.
there any questions, ma'am?
Right now, I don't have, but okay, just let me know that how long have you been practicing this language and where do you want to see yourself?
So presently I started just 3 months back only as a mechanical engineer. I'm not focused about this language in my college days as well as in my in my work and all. So after getting after joining new company, so on that time my work environment needed this language. So without I'm having it is very difficult to communicate with the peoples and communicate with the so our clients and all. So that is the reason I am learning this language. Just 3 months back only I started to learn this language. So like last week I given myself good performance in this language, ma'am. By after like Sunday Saturday I will go to my village, so on that time it is very difficult to connect with the people and all. So but next time I will not make that kind of stuffs and all, ma'am, because so if I give consistency is the main important role. So if I see my last conversation, so this conversation, I'm like getting some nervous to speak. Why? Because so it is 4 days, 4 to 5 days back I connected with the people. So these are I did one big gap, right? So that is the reason. So because of that gap, I'm getting some lack of this now this communication, ma'am.
Yes, you lose the touch with the language.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. So I'm facing that problem.
Yeah, it happens. But by the time when you will maintain consistency, you would be able to make it. And even though if you do not find partners, you talk to yourself that you can do.
Right, right.
Become a partner.
Okay, right,
Yeah.
ma'am. So we can also use this Chat GPT as well as some of the Google also having some given platforms, right? So we can talk with them also, right?
Yes, Chat GPT you can use it because I use it. In Google, I don't have much
Gemini is
experience,
there.
but I use Chat GPT.
Yes, the Google product is Gemini.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. And there is a
So
one peer app, I think the name is like that, where
P-
you will have artificial intelligence. Okay, with them also you can connect.